Behind every farm, winemaker, bottle, and grape lies an untold story. This is Behind the Bottle, a podcast by Cape Classics, a South African and French wine importer founded in 1992. We are committed to discovering and sharing these tales. In today's episode, in honor of our 30th anniversary, our team has shared some of the things they love about our company, as well as some favorite memories at Cape Classics.
Hi, I'm Tyler Cawley. I'm our Director of National Accounts and a lead in our portfolio strategy team. For me, what makes Cape Classics so special is really all of our people and the people we represent. We're not some corporation with a huge portfolio, and I really love that. I know all of our farms really closely, and I'm lucky enough to call a lot of these producers friends. Having shared meals with them on their farms in South Africa and in France and here in New York City. I've been lucky enough to go on quite a few trips, which is one of the best parts of the business. You get to walk through the vineyards and see all the passion and hard work that goes into the bottle. One of my favorite memories to date is a late night dinner that we had in Angers in France after an all-day trade tasting. It went from a pleasant dinner with friends to a late night blind tasting session. Rob, Andre, Jay, Tanya and Vincent Karim, and a few other friends. We had some stellar wines like Old Chave and Ganon and some other great names. But more than anything else, I just remember all the fun that we had and until way past closing. You just can't beat nights like that.
Hello, my name is Tori. I am the New England Regional Sales Manager here at Cape Classics. And I think that one of my favorite memories of being here with Cape Classics is back in the spring, we did a French portfolio showcase with our Connecticut distributors. And following the GSM, we had a cornhole tournament and a lunch provided by Cape Classics. It was a really great day all around, but that wasn't the best part. I think what really struck me about that event and why it was so special to me was the fact that our CEO, Rob Bradshaw, was in attendance. He contributed to the presentation and offered really awesome anecdotes and personal stories about the properties, and then stayed around for the cornhole tournament following. How special is that the CEO of the company has a close personal relationship with everybody at all levels? I think that it really speaks to how special Cape Classics is and the emphasis that we put on building relationships. Cape Classics is filled with incredibly dedicated and hardworking people, and as of this August, it has been a year for me with Cape Classics, and I plan on being here for many, many more. Thank you.
This is Stefan Wolanski, and I'm the operations manager. What I've always admired about Cape Classics is its authenticity. It's a common thread that runs through everything we do. Back when I was a retail store buyer, I met with Cape Classics and was immediately struck by how unpretentious and authentically everyone carried themselves, and it showed through in the wines as well. It's not hard to fall in love with a Roth's Original Chenin Blanc or a Canon-Cop Pinotage because they are wines of typicity that reflect a philosophy of treating the soil, the vines, and the grapes with care and respect. And that shows through in the quality of the wines themselves as a result. In this same way, Cape Classics has treated everything around it with care, and the result is a once-in-a-lifetime vintage company with 30 years in bottle and many more still to come.
Hi, this is Zingo, and I'm with Cape Classics in the Mid-Atlantic. My favorite part of being with Cape Classics is getting to go visit our incredible winery partners in South Africa. And one of my favorite visits there is to go see the wonderful DeVette family in Robertson Valley at Excelsior Wine Estate. When we visit there, we get to tour the property, go drink wine as the sun sets with just a beautiful view, and then enjoy a wonderful braai cookout with the entire family with lots of wonderful lamb and the incredible Excelsior Chardonnay and Cabernet that they produce.
This is Nicole Ramos, and I am the National Brand Sales Manager at Cape Classics. I remember my first day on the job as the Florida RSM, and we met with Darden, Disney, and George Miliotis all in one day. I had only worked for a small startup supplier previous to this, and I remember thinking, well, I'm in the big leagues now. I better get caught up quick. I am very thankful for all of the personal and professional growth opportunities that working for Cape Classics has brought into my life. This is the first job in the industry where I have truly felt seen and loved for exactly who I am.
My name is Matthew Denny, and I'm the Vice President of Sales and Operations at Cape Classics. Every year we have an all-company retreat called Indaba, which is a Zulu word for gathering or meeting of the minds. One year, for a team-building activity, we had a cooking competition where everyone at the company was put on a team, given a $50 budget, and had to make dishes that paired with our wines. And we'd be doing it at the prestigious Surrey Hotel Penthouse on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. So we get there, all our produce and equipment were secured, people even brought their own chef's aprons. But when we got to the hotel, we realized that the room only had a sink, microwave, and a 2-burner gas range to accommodate 4 teams of 5 people, each making 3 dishes within 2 hours. But that did not stop us. We rolled up our sleeves and got to it with teams of semi-professional chefs mixed with people who ordered all their meals via takeout. And everyone threw themselves into it, giving it their all. At one point, one team was even preparing scallops on an ironing board in their hotel room and carrying the finished dish into the Surrey elevators. I can't remember who won, but I know everyone had a blast, and I know the whole experience represents what Cape Classics is to me. It's a bunch of people who are passionate about what they do, make the best of every situation they're faced with, and have fun while doing it. Unfortunately, I don't think the Surrey will ever want us back, but it was worth it.
This is Mary Ellen Phillips, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing at Cape Classics. What I love most about our company is the people. My favorite memories always involve my coworkers in the wineries we partner with, whether here in the U.S. at dinners, meetings, or events, or at the farms learning firsthand. It sounds cliche, but Cape Classics has absolutely been a second family to me over the years.
Hi, this is Rob Bradshaw, CEO of Cape Classics. A special moment for me over these last 30 years came in the summer of 2016. I was on a roof deck of the Surrey Hotel in Manhattan, which at the time was the only Relais and Chateau property in the city. And it was a perfect summer night, and I had ordered our Sancerre Rosé, Loire de Pierre Sancerre Rosé. And as I looked around, it was on every table around me, and it was a really surreal moment because these were just people ordering wine on their own, having a great night, and everyone had our Loire de Pierre Sancerre, and it's just filled me with excitement and gratitude because that's why you do this work. That's why you hunt down these authentic, energetic, true-to-place wines, and you work so hard to get them here, is so at the end of the day, people can come together, be together, and enjoy that bottle and hopefully have just a great moment of sharing and happiness. And in that moment, it was every table all around me, and I'll never forget it.
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm the graphic designer. One of my favorite memories is in our first year, there were a few of us who were very new to drinking wine, and we really wanted to learn a lot about it. So Rob set up for us a Wine 101 course in which he gave us each these vials that had like the essence of each tasting note so that we could get a feel for how to identify different tastes in the wine. And he also brought some of the classic pairings like foie gras and caviar and creme fraiche, which was awesome because none of us had ever tasted those either. And after that, we kind of had a really great foundation for learning about wine, and it was really awesome.
This is Emma, Director, South African Operations. One of my fondest memories is of March 2020, when the South African team went through to Stellenbosch and met for the very first time a couple of members from our US office. We shared coffee, stories. It was just wonderful to meet them in person for the first time. I'll treasure that memory always.
Hello, my name is Jared Guzik, and I am the Heartland Regional Sales Manager. I've been with the company for 9 years now. One of the things that I love most about Cape Classics is our annual Indaba. And Indaba is a meeting of the minds, so this is what we call our annual meeting. And this is always a great time where we get to see everybody in the company. We have great business meetings where we strategize and plan out the year, but we also have plenty of time to socialize and catch up with everyone. And of course, we always have great wines to share.
This is Edwin Olivieri, and I am the Midwest Regional Sales Manager for Cape Classics.
As the newbie of Cape Classics, my favorite memory thus far has been our incredible Indaba event. What a wonderful opportunity for me to get to know my colleagues and for them to get to know me. The unconditional love and support that I received, as well as the extremely warm welcome, was overwhelming. But none of this could have been possible without the leadership of our CEO, Robert Bradshaw. I'm extremely excited for all the new and wonderful adventures that Cape Classics has in store for me.
You can purchase any of the wines discussed today online at wine.com. For 10% off of your order, enter Cape Classics at checkout. For more information on Cape Classics wines, visit capeclassics.com and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Cape Classics. Thank you for listening, and please tune in next time. Until then, cheers.